So, can I duplicate you? Can I duplicate you and then figure out where I'm going to put you? I think I can because it's going to give me enough to the edge. So let's duplicate this, except the lift. No, I should really... No, I'm going to do it afterwards, once I've got the whole layer done, which is filling the gaps right here. So let's dupe you. I need the planks. You guys must have got some right whilst I was away. 1,400. Let's get some nails. Let's get some nails. We don't need bricks now because we are kind of done with all the bricks. We are going to need some rope. I know we've got a bit on me, but lift-wise, we do need to add a couple of lifts. What else do I need to add? Belts, mainly planks. Nails. Okay. So, I want you to basically be there. And we need to do that for every single one of these. Like that. Yes. Right. So, first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You need to be cut off because you are my shrooms, and shrooms can only go onto a belt of a maximum of 10 machines. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then everything from you is coming down here onto this one belt. So that's a line of shrooms. That is a line of shrooms. Next up, 1, 2, 3 is one line. 1, 2, 3 is one line of 150 planks. This is, you're outputting me 60 per minute, so you're... it was 60, wasn't it? Wait. It was 60 per each of these, wasn't it? Yeah, 60 per minute. So 60, 60, and yeah, that means 100, that means 30 is coming on top of there. Yeah, so 30 is on top of there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All you guys need to merge together. So let's do that. And that's all the planks, the excess planks, all combining together. So we just add them into there. And then all of you guys can merge together to make a line of 150 planks. So I'm going to send you this way with your rest of the other planks. 1, 2, 3 is 150, but then 5 stacks equals 150. Nice. So what we do need to do now is we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines to come in. If I was to do 4 lines in, how am I going to want to get you over here and bring in the rest? I'm going to have to do some form of stacking underneath here. Totally fine with. And if I was to do that, I would get a lift to take from you to send that way. But you can come down here, into here, to there, to there. That's one line, right? And then this line is going to come along down here. But this time, at this location, we are then going to give you some stacks, but we're going to give you a lift to take you from there to there, and then stacks from here along here to then take you along there. So 150 plank, 300 planks, 600 planks just from these 4 lines. We need a lift here to take him down. I'm more than likely going to send these up, so I'm only going to put them there just as a reference. Next, we do need to do the same here. So we're going to take you up, bring you down to here, take you along here, then get myself a lift from there to go to there, with then supports going all the way along here. Where then, oh no, I wasn't going to do that. I'm bringing you along here as the third, yeah. I'm bringing you along here. I'm doing that and that, take you along there to there, but then taking you all the way along here to there. Where then I will do you and you there to that. But then this one is the one that goes above. So I'm going to fill in this gap. And that might as well do you as well. You're now coming along here, which you're going to come down here and go into that one. So I'm going to bring you all the way down here, there, where then we get a lift to take you that way, all the way along here to go into that one. And then another lift. Now we have 900 planks per minute going this way. Right, let me fill in these little gaps. Like that. We are going to leave this end stack for now. So I need you and you to merge to that line. That is going to be the next line of shrooms coming out. So that alone there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is when I double this up here, so if I double this to here, this end can then merge with this belt here, where then this line will equal its own line, and then yes, that's what we're doing. Right, so now that we've got that, we now fully understand what's going on with this line. So we need 4 lines of 150 mushrooms, which is in total 600 mushrooms, because that's going to go into my fertilizer, right? So this one section here requires 2 full lines of fertilizer mushrooms. I'm going to double that, which means I need to double the mushrooms. We need 600 mushrooms in total. 600 mushrooms. Every 1 table saw gives me 15 mushrooms. So for every 10 table saws is 1 line of mushrooms, right? So in total here, I've actually overproduced what I need here because I only need 40, not 48. I built 48, so I've overproduced because I'm going to use the mushrooms for probably something else. So each table saw is sending out, well, it will send out 15 mushrooms and 60 planks. My maximum belt speed is 150. So we have 1, 2 merging the planks to make a 120 line. The third one, however, underneath here, I've got a filter which filters the mushrooms off the line and filters the planks off the line. The planks then go into a priority splitter, and the priority splitter, if I just grab this, build that there, and strip this back so you can see what I mean. Right, that's all it is. So here's the woodcutter. Woodcutter sends into this. The planks that's filtering off this comes out my yellow line, which is this one right here, right? That is going to go up into this priority splitter, where it will then come out the yellow side. So 3 yellows will merge to 1 line, which means that'll be 180 going onto 1 line, but 180 can't fit on a line. So any excess that comes back will come out of the blue side, and the blue side is this top belt here, this top belt. And that is a total of, 30. 30 per every 3. So this one, and this one is sending an excess of 30 planks onto this line. And how many 30s going into 150? 5. So that means 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 60. 1, 2, 3. 90. 1, 2, 3. 120. 1, 2, 3. 150. That's a 150 line of excess planks. All the other planks, so 1, 2, and 3, will go into 1 line. 1, 2, 3 will go into another line. 1, 2, 3 will go into another line. Right? You're running out of fertilizer? No, my next build requires quite a bit of flax. So that's what this whole build does. So for every 10 machines of the woodcutters equals 1 line of mushrooms. Right? So every 10 is 1 line of mushrooms. Every 3 woodcutters is 1 line of wood, but also sending an excess of 30 onto another one. So for every 3 it's 1 line of planks, but for also every 3, it's also sending an excess of 30 planks per 1 line. So every 3, 1 line, but then for every 15 machines, it's plank. That's what's going on. That's what we're doing. So this is the main engine of the thing. That's all this. It's only this. It's just that the reason we've got to put all these planks here, these shelvings, these stands, is because we need to get that onto the 2nd floor as well, and then onto the 3rd floor. Oh, what does the Moors need again? The Moors need steel. That's going to need coke. So I'm going to turn the planks into charcoal, charcoal into charcoal powder into athenois to make that stuff, right? And then that can go make into steel, which can help towards this. The mushrooms are going to help towards making fertilizer. The fertilizer is going to help make flax. The flax will make piss, because we need soap. The more soap we make, the more copper soap powder we can make, which means we can make more copper and more impure copper, and then we can make more bronze, which means we can make more coin. The more coin we make, I can fill up my own line of coin into here. How are you doing? Oh, nice. Okay, so now that we've got this out and we know the whole premise of what we're doing here, we need to get more planks and more nails. Of course I do. So we're going to get more planks, we're going to get more nails. Why am I saying where are? Because I know where exactly they are. They're right there. I've been here bloody hundreds of times. More nails. And then all we're going to do is we're going to build this up here, because we know we only want the 10 machines. No, we actually really need it all, because that's going to be 1 line of wood. Yeah, we need it all. So let's just grab all of this. What are you going to cost me? Wait, no. I need to fill this in first. So I'm going to bring that all the way across here. And then you all the way across there. We want to make it and build it up to this line. And then along here. And then along there. Wait, I should really keep you all matched up. I've got to make sure these belts are 100% connected, otherwise I've got to dig my way through this again. So as long as I know they're all connected, we are fine. Out of nails. And we just got a skill point. Beautiful. Take them all. Let's just take them all. Actually, let's not do that. Let me keep them all Shit. Where was it? What's the gap between you guys? There is 1, 2, 3 pillars. No, 2 pillars. 1, 2 pillars, which means it's this one. Yeah. Boom. Okay. I'm going to put you as singles just in case I need to pass a belt through there later and I don't want to change them. But I also know there's elevators there as well, or lifts. Right, so now that we've got that... Oh. We now have a tabletop for all of this to be duplicated. I don't think I'm going to be able to build all of this in one go, am I? How much nails do you want? That's where belts are, just so we know where they are. And then I've got to do it for the top shelf as well. Okay, let's do a line there. Just so I know clearly, 5 and 5, you two need to merge together to make one line of mushrooms. Yes, because now we have 1, 2, then we'll have 3 lines of mushrooms. How much are you going to cost me? So I didn't want to cut it from there to see, or copy it from there, just in case that bit didn't connect to that belt, where I know for a fact if a straight is connected to another straight, it should connect. You know, I just need to change. So I already know that mushroom's going to be coming out here, right? We do now need to change this one. So that means I'm going to have a lift here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that piece. And I'm going to have a lift sending out there and taking from you to go into the lift. And then from here, I can then do pieces. Right? And then here will be the same. So if I delete this corner piece, I then need a lift to go that way. From that, which will give me shroom line, and then this one is going to be my other shroom line. And now my only concern is I would like to maybe bring it above this one to take underneath here, and I would like to drop it down here. But now I've got to delete this whole front layer because I can't remove them bottom ones. We got the top ones going, and plus I can't get a single one of these and place it there because that's I want to bring that across there like that, but I can't. I could do that. I didn't think about that. I'm going to do that. Cut it out. Place you there. I'll do it that way. Just me not to put that one in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need to change the direction of this belt to go this way and down here, which will then merge onto that line. Oh no, that was wrong. Sugar lumps. That's why I don't duplicate T-junctions, because of that right there. It's a good job I didn't do it, because that means that the T-junctions back there would need to be redone. God, I hope, hopefully none of them have. I just need to put that there for a minute. Okay, so now we've got 4 lines of mushrooms, which is the overall goal we needed for this entire build. As soon as I get that one built, the remaining stuff we wouldn't need because I only needed 40. One thing we need to do now is build the next layer. If we don't do anything with the wood, the shrooms will stop producing, which means fertilizer won't get made, which means my plants won't grow. So this is a core feature, the core engine, we could say, that we need, which is going to do the next 2 lines. The plan, I say now, we have shrooms being made. We have planks being made, right? If this has nowhere to go, this will stop being produced. As we know, it's a byproduct recipe. But for those that don't know what a byproduct is, this stops being made, this will stop being made. So shrooms is going to go to fertilizer, right? That's going to go to fert. This is going to go and make charcoal. This will get crushed into charcoal powder. Right? This will then go into, well, feed itself. It's going to go into fuel. It's going to go into fuel to fuel the furnaces around it. So we don't have to spend money on coal. And it will also go into the ethanol to make steel, right? Fertilizer is, well, going to get made. This will then go into nurseries to make flax. Also go, well, basically plants, right? And then fertilizer, flax from this is going to go and make soap, and then soap is going to get crushed into soap powder, and then soap powder gets made into, was it copper, chat? Was it copper powder? Was it copper powder I needed it in? Yeah, copper powder. I mean iron sand. So yeah, copper powder. So copper powder. So copper powder. And then we got copper powder. This will then do iron ingots, which will be up here, which will get crushed into iron sand, which will merge with this. But yeah, that's kind of the direction we're kind of going right now. But you go, you get, yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of the direction we're kind of heading right now. And then if the end products here do not get consumed, the pre-item here will get binned, right? Will get dumped. So then we can keep this at 100% efficient down here to allow this line here to be 100% efficient, you know? But we'll get to what we need to. This is literally just a rough outline of the direction we're going, you know? Because this fuel can power anything that needs powering up here, which we already know iron ingots are going to need it. Copper powder is going to need it, right? So that's going to go to there. That's going to go to there. And then we have steel, which is going to make the gears, which then that goes into the Mars Relic, right? And that's one item of 3 completed for the Mars Relic. But the way I'm seeing it, and the reason why we're doing this is because the devs of this know how to do factory games. And they already know that, yeah, you could bring in other factory elements, so that these are different factory stuff you've done. You know, you could bring all of them into here. But if you was to build it from scratch, this item, this will then set you up for the next item or the next things you need to create. Does that make sense? So when we go into the next batch of items, you've already got most things kind of really done for it because you've pre-made it all again into here. So like lockets, right? Lockets is basically all the sand we're already grabbing anyway. The copper that's been done, the steel that we're going to be getting made. And then in here, we've got the mash and all that stuff. So it's like everything kind of starts blending together. But I'm primarily sending the coke first to steel and then any byproducts of steel. Yeah. But this is a kind of a rough outline. This is going to be changed. This is TBD or work in progress, right? But that's kind of the general idea of what we're doing. And then once we do all of that, we know we can then build the relic. We know we can then build this. We just need to bring in the brine aspect. You're going to need copper. I don't know what the other one is, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Cauldron needs bronze, and then we can start, once we get the copper up, we can start making copper coin and then putting that into our bank downstairs and transferring it onto our currency. I wouldn't want to make, if we was to make copper coins, I don't want to put it onto the line here, let's say, for example. What happened here? Come on, coin. Come. We have 2 points available, which I can upgrade you and you. So at least our flippers can get moving, because right now I'm going to take it that because of our belt speed, it would have affected a lot of stuff. In regards to optimized factories. Because a lot of this, especially in here, we had a lot of these flippers that was literally 2 levels behind, which meant this was all underproducing, you know, which would have had a whole knock-on effect. So if possible, try and keep all of them together on the same level. The rest you can kind of play around with, you know. I want to try and, I want to get fertilizer upgraded. That's the next steps I'm going to go from here, is get fertilizer more efficient. Right, so now back to this. We know we've got this sorted, which, again, we don't need this end. We don't need that, because that would be 15, 30, 60, 90. That's 120 shrooms right there, if we need it for something else. I'm going to leave that there in case I do, right? So at least we know we've got 120 mushrooms here sitting ready in case I need them. But I think we need to stress test this now to make sure all these belts are connected, which means I need more money to come up here, which means if I bring the coin from down here to up here, that's going to be a big belt line. I need more coin to come up here. So before I even do that, then I am going I'm going to divert you back onto this line now to start making me some money, which you'll start filling back up again. But I need the coins just to come back down to a exchange rate of being 1, just to fill the lines up a little quicker, and then we can bring it back. Can even do it in 2s. Let's utilize that last 30 seconds. I was going to just put it there. Oi, Spawn. You have 120 shrooms available here for when you need them. You know? Sweet. So now that we've got the coins coming in, let's make sure that they're all... Come. No coins. We should do now. You know what we need? We need to entice them. 2 feet picks free with Relic purchase. It works. See? It works. Instantly. Instantly, you purchase one. Come get your feet picks. We need this guy. This guy likes to buy relics. This is the guy. Watch this guy. This guy likes to buy the relics. Look at him. Not even blinking onto them. He only bought 1. Come on. Oh, here comes another one. Come on. Buy all 3. Buy all 3 of them. You know you want to. Buy them all. All 3 of them. I'll give you a bum pick. Nope. Never mind. I'll give you a bum pick. Buy them both. Yes. Yes. So this is where we're backed up to at the minute. Since it's backed up there now, we can actually deal with the coin. So I am going to send the coin up here. And the coin does need to go up here now. So we do need to do the inputs and change things here. So I'm going to delete this whole line. That. And I'm also going to delete this bit and that. Because the input's going to come along here. So we are going to fire it in, which will come in from there. Yes. You will then come along here, where then you'll go up a lift here, where you'll feed onto that line, where you'll come along this middle belt, where then I need to put supports here for you. Where then you'll go up a lift here, to go to the top shelf, where then you'll go all the way down here, where you'll come down here to move where you need to go to. And that with my coins coming back down again. Coins, however, I think I am going to split it from here just for this. I think that might be the easiest thing to do. I'm going to do that. So if you're there, that means you're there. Which means I can put you there. I'm going to delete, not you. I'll delete that. I'm going to do you. Take you off there. Oh, wait. Take you off there. Take you from there. Get a lift. Input there. To there. You along here. To there. I can get one of you. You back into that. You're going to fire onto there. Coins will come down. Time to stress test this system. So all we're going to do is we're just going to get some buckets. Oh, I can't because I've got so many. Oh, I've got all this wood to do. Well, looks like we're about to make a lot of bloody buckets. All we need to look at now, if them mushrooms are at full belt capacity. If they are not at full belt capacity, one of these lines is wrong. And by the looks of it, which they are all in line with each other. So if one was less than the other, one of these would way below. And the only reason this one's ahead is because it's got a shorter belt. But this is literally sinking a shit ton of money right now. A shit ton of money. We get rid of this. We get rid of this ASAP. We're cutting that straight off. We're going to let these go and sink. Let the mushrooms... no, let the mushrooms sink. We cut that off there. We let them sink and then we can get rid of them. Oh, boy. Woo. Anyone want some hallucinogens? I want many shrooms on me. Oh, I should have kept them in there, actually. So that can just go into here and delete. Okay, all of that was built just to make sure and stress test the whole system. And it seemed to have been working. And at least one thing, we found a problem with it, which was just an excess line.